What's up guys, and welcome to another edition of Franco's Feast. I'm here at B&D's Cafe and Grill in Basden in Essex to take on their mega breakfast. But it isn't just any breakfast, it's the self-proclaimed largest breakfast in Essex. Let's see how I get on.
Alright.
Amazing.
Tell me when you're going to start.
Sure.
Get mine, alright?
Thank you mate. Cheers mate. It's a lot of bread, isn't there? It's thick as well. 3, 2, 1. So firstly, a massive thank you to Tracy and her team for hosting me as part of this challenge. I've got to say, fantastic hosts, fantastic cafe, fantastic customers that were watching at the time. What else can I ask for? So this was a very special challenge. Actually, someone sent me the link to a newspaper article for this undefeated challenge. Now, this challenge consists of 4 sausages, 4 rashers of bacon, 4 eggs, 2 slices of black pudding, 4 hash browns, 2 bubble and squeak, 1 portion of chips, baked beans, tinned tomatoes, mushrooms. We see later on why I don't like mushrooms. 2 slices of toast, 2 slices of fried bread, and slices of bread and butter, served with a cup of tea or coffee. I opted for coffee, but you also see I need some additional Pepsi to take down the challenge. So let's see how I get on. So this was my very first filmed breakfast challenge. I've previously done another one from Russell's Diner in Fakenham in Norfolk, which you can see in my Instagram socials page. Click the link on the Instagram page to see how I go on. But I love breakfast challenges. The only thing I'm not really keen on is mushrooms, like I mentioned. You'll get to see why near the end. I took on as much as I could and as much as I liked at the start of the challenge, and I left the mushrooms until the end. Maybe a bad strategy, and I should have taken down stuff that I didn't like slightly earlier on. So I previously said I was going to try and limit my liquids. I don't think I listened to my own strategy there. I was having coffee, I was having water, I was having Pepsi. Luckily, I've got the capacity to take on all those liquids, but I do need to try and limit the liquids going forward. Sometimes when I sit here doing the voiceovers and I look at myself, I think, what were you thinking at the time? Normally I would focus on the meats first and then the carbs later. As part of this challenge, I just mix everything together to try and get it down as quickly as possible. So speaking to the owner, Tracy, she's mentioned that this challenge has now closed, and I think there was around about 20 plus individuals that took it on. Let's see if I can be the first to take it down. See, I'm sitting here now doing the voiceover, I'm looking at myself and thinking, why don't you just speed up? There's obviously a lot of food and it takes time to get down, no matter even if you do the training, it just takes a while to get down. something I'm working on in terms of trying to get the food down even quicker. At this stage I'm looking at myself and it's just turned into a leisurely breakfast. I'm conscious of the time, but I'm conscious that I've done quite a bit as well. Always looking at the mushrooms, making sure that I have enough time to take them down. So for those of you that haven't come across Bubble and Squeak, it's a mixture of potatoes and cabbage mixed together and then fried. A British, I wouldn't say delicacy, but it's a British food. Let me know if you've tried it and what you think of it. If you haven't, I recommend it, and let me know what you think of it if you get to give it a go. When I got into food challenges, I think my strategy has always been to take down the meats as the proteins and then the carbs. For this challenge, I wanted to try and complete it as quickly as possible, so I made various sandwiches to try and get it down as quickly as possible. Probably not necessarily the best strategy, but it was a strategy that I had as part of this challenge, and to try and take it down as quickly as possible. Now, we had things like Bubble and Squeak. We had black pudding. It's part of like many British breakfasts, originating in the UK and Ireland. It's made from pork and sometimes beef blood with beef fat or beef suet with some form of cereal, usually oatmeal, to bind it all together. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a go. It's a distinct flavour. Some people like it, some people don't. If you get to give it a go, let me know what you think. So if you're ever in the area of Banston, please do go down and say hello to Tracy and her team. They offer a variety of breakfasts, piri piri chicken, sandwiches, jacket potatoes, pastries, you name it, they have it in terms of like breakfast, pastries, pizzas, milkshakes, smoothies, salads, just to name about a few things. Obviously, whatever your flavour, ask Tracy and I'm sure that she'll be more than hospitable and able to make you what you desire. So even at this stage, I'm only about 15 minutes into the challenge. I haven't got much on my plate, and I think it's going to be a relatively easy takedown. I think given the amount of carbs to get through, I think I do start to slow down, and you'll see how I'll get on later in the challenge. So for those of you that have tried a British breakfast, what's your favourite component of it? And for those of you that haven't, what do you think you would like and wouldn't like as part of this breakfast? So where I was sat, not only did I have the support of the local customers and the staff, every now and again I had to have a few people come up to the window and have a quick look in. I think you can notice a few bottom halves of people just staring in. So ladies and gents, if you had to do a challenge and there was a piece of food that you didn't like, would you do that at the start, middle or the end? Looking back at this challenge, I maybe would have taken down some of the mushrooms slightly earlier to avoid the potential rush at the end. But let me know what you think and what you guys and girls will do. I think at this stage I'm getting quite a bit of flavour fatigue, so I'm just making sure just to change up the flavours, add in some ketchup at the same time. So with only one bubble and squeak, a piece of toast, some fries, mushrooms and the tomatoes, I'm fairly confident I can take this down. I just know that I'll spend quite a bit of time chewing the mushrooms. Probably should have started on them slightly sooner. I'm definitely conscious at this point that I've only got a bit of bubble and squeak, a bit of the toast, and my not so favourite mushrooms. I've doused them all in ketchup. Let's see how I take them down. So I've had a few people ask me about my training and what that consists of. So it will generally consist of some low-calorie foods such as lettuce, mixed vegetables, steamed spinach, and it'll be in large quantity, and that all aids having the capability to handle the challenges. And going into challenges, I feel fairly confident to take on most of them. It's only that I still need to work on the speed, and probably that's why this one is still taking longer than I expected. All fantastic food, all fantastic food. I love taking down this type of breakfast challenge. So we're definitely nearing the end of the challenge. I think I can sense victory, as I always say, but I can sense that it might take me down to the wire. Sitting here doing the voiceover, looking at that pot of mushrooms, I thought, there's so little. And I'm thinking, what are you doing? Why is it taking so long? But that's something I need to get better at, and probably foods I don't like are going to be part of challenges. I probably just need to sit down and practice a bit more. So this is definitely going down to the wire. So there you have it, another challenge completed, 29:59, with a time of 30 minutes on the clock. Far too long in my opinion, but another challenge taken down, happy with that, and the only person to have taken it down. Ladies and gents, there you go.